everybody's doing good. I know nobody's in here, so let's just wait a second. But yeah, man, while we wait, let's just wait because nobody's in here. Awkward first 30 seconds. All right, we are live. We are live. Hopefully y'all are doing good. Let's see if the community pulls up. I've been away for a week. That was my fault. A little vacation, a little hiatus. But we are back, man. We are back. Absolutely killing it. Who we got? Who we got? There goes NQ Alfie. What's up? Venice, yo. What's good? Blue. Welcome in, everybody. Hopefully y'all are doing good. Let's get into it. We're back. We're back. We were gone for about a week, but we're back now. It's a long time. What's good? What's good, Ray? Let's get it, guys. Let's go. All right. Let's look at some markets. Let's just jump into it like we never left. I did do some trading on vacation. Did pretty well, in case you were interested. How's the holiday? It was good. Appreciate you for asking, Kat. Appreciate that, Kat. Hopefully Asia treats you better this week. I know. I don't even remember how last week went. But I think we did okay. Actually, last week, I mean, a couple weeks ago, we were on a stretch where Asia session was just brutal. I think we started to pull out of the slump. What a dump. Yeah, that was a little bit of a dump. So straights closed again in case y'all, I know nobody here is living under a rock, but it's back and forth with this damn straight. I did not really expect the straight to be open for good. I don't think Iran is that submissive, to be completely honest with you, just my opinion, but there you go. Straight's closed again. Negotiations not going well. And Trump is once again threatening to blow up the entire country. So, I mean, that's the status of why we have the gap. So gold gapped down and Q gapped down and crude gapped down. What a horrible week for me to go away, because, I mean, we missed like the most incredible rally on NQ. I almost didn't even notice it because, I mean, I was looking at the markets, but wow, I mean, just off this low, man. We've had almost 3 weeks of just directly up, straight buying, super strong market. So we'll see how we do. Conveniently, this pullback is just under the all-time highs. So, I mean, it would take a lot. It would take a lot to knock this market back off of however many green days that is in a row on NQ, which is just insane. Like 10 green days in a row. All right, back to the chat. Yeah, Braden's back. We're back. It was a fun time. Did some trading. Did some good trading on the cruise, so it was good. Every time I travel, my trading seems to do well. So, fun time. All right, here's the situation, guys. While I was away, I passed 5 My Funded Futures builder accounts, not knowing that you could only have 1 funded at a time. I mean, which is okay, because the other 4 that I passed will just stay dormant, and eventually, whenever I blow this account up, hopefully not before a payout, I have 4 more ready to go. So that's, you know, it's not the power of copy trading all 5 together, which is okay. But at least I have 4 more fundeds like ready to go because I passed 5. But I've got 1 funded ready to go. And all I need to do is get that account to a couple $1,000s buffer. And then, I mean, I can take with a 50% consistency rule. It's like the time, we've already hit the window. Like I could take a payout. I got to get to that profit. I got to get to that profit level. So slow and steady. Take profit trader accounts are passed 5 of those 50Ks. I'm starting to use the 50Ks a little bit more. I always slept on them, but now I'm going to try to use them a little bit more. Statistically, it is easier to hit the profit target compared to the drawdown when you look at the percentages. So let's try it. Also, if y'all are just joining in the stream, man, make sure you hit the like button. Let's get it popping like we were before we left, because we're back. Looking to take some winning trades. What I have now is 5 Lucid 50k evals, 5 Apex 50k evals. Looking to hopefully get Scalpy here and possibly pass these accounts. Let's see what happens. All right, let's look. NQ is way rangier than gold. Kind of like gold's range a little bit better. Gold was able to gap down, then break the session lows here on some continuation lower, and now trading back into the VWAP. I like gold's range a little bit more. Seems a little bit more directional. It has more relative weakness compared to NQ, so I don't hate, if I want to be getting short in the market, I don't hate trying to do it in gold. I like that. Appreciate that full port. God bless you. How was the boat? It was fun, man. It was a fun time. Back to business. Passed some evals while I was away. No better filling. Hopefully these 50k accounts, it's not too much of an adjustment with the sizing and everything. I mean, I don't really... This is kind of the sizing I use on my live account, so it makes sense to kind of... It should be okay, is what I'm trying to say. The adjustment to the 50k, the drawdown, all that should be okay. It's about the size I use on my live account anyways. All right, this is a strong move here on gold. I wonder if we see some type of reaction here. We got 4 points to go from the VWAP. About 30 points off the session lows. About 15 points away from that recent structure on this breakout, continuation breakouts move. The VWAP sitting there at 88. If this gets really extended, what I would like to see here is the obvious trade is let this thing get to VWAP. If we reject, you know, maybe we sell it. What I would like to see is this continue pushing, actually break VWAP, kind of like a fake, like a little fake out move, and then on the break above VWAP, then look for the retest for VWAP to the downside at support. So trying to get short if this gets really extended through the VWAP. Does that make sense? Now, if we just chop and grind and it's like very slow, steady, you know, controlled, balanced price action, I don't know if I'd be as interested, but I would really like to see an overreaction through the VWAP, then short, looking for the retest, right? If this gets really, really extended without putting a lot of structure beneath it, right? That's what I would like to do. So let's be patient, see if we get that set up. Looking to sell gold somewhere under, you know, 795, somewhere in this range. If we break through, it really depends what the VWAP test looks like here in a second. So let's just wait. It's going to be a couple different ways to approach this. We either get the break above VWAP, then retest below, or retest to the downside, which I think is very probable if this move gets like very extended without once again putting in a lot of structure on the way through it. So let's see, it's about 10 points. Let's see what we can do here at VWAP. Can we get a $600 day today on an individual account or copy trading? Because with copy trading, it should be pretty easy to get 600. Appreciate everybody pulling up in numbers again, man. Appreciate y'all. I know I was gone for a week. It is back to business. Let me know if NQ starts to get interesting. Right now, it's very rangy. Very rangy. I like gold's. I like gold's range better than NQ. More opportunities here. In my opinion. Let's see if we can get some type of trade setup around the VWAP. Should give us something here. do you trade New York session anymore? I do trade New York session. Just not here on YouTube. Hey, what's up, Vince? How's it going? All right, still grinding up on gold. What's crude up to? Crude's very rangy as well. I think gold's the best potential market right now, which I don't always say, but right now it definitely is. Got gold shorts at 48.16. Okay, up here, yeah, nice. Oh wow, you got it. You got short at 48.16 on a mini. No, you got short in the gap. All right, so anybody just joining in, appreciate the likes, appreciate it. Are we doing a giveaway at the end of the stream? Let's do a giveaway this stream. Got a couple Apex. Wow, what a rejection. I really wanted to see this kind of fake break above VWAP, then retest it. We still could, but that's a nice little move off of that level. All right, what's the size? Let's do like two. Let's do 2 micros gold. Looking to size into 3. That might be a little aggressive, but let's see. What's up? What's up, Genuine? What's up? What's up, Genuine? Yeah, Genuine. How's it going? Make sure I was pronouncing that right. Hopefully, everybody's trading week went good last week, man. Back into trying to trade some fundeds. I stopped trading them for a while. I did. But now we're back, baby. Back. I'm back on it. Had to polish some things up and refine some things, man. Just had to take a little break from the fundeds. I legit had to refine some things, but we are back. Chris Waterloo, yeah. Goated. All right, gold. Let's see what you can do here. I want to see a break through the VWAP and then retest, get short, retest to the downside. When moves get really extended like this, right, and this is kind of just melting up. When moves get really like extended like this, I'm seeing enough strength for this to break VWAP, and you know what I mean? I would not be surprised. Yes, it's the session trend is showing, downside. It's in a downtrend. This is a strong move up. It's extended, but it's balanced, right? There's pullbacks that are getting bought. Buyers are still proving their strength. The preferable trade is not to try to just short here on VWAP. I would actually like to see it. I'm expecting it to break. It looks strong enough to break. I want to see it break. And then as it breaks, if we start to see it get really extended and exhausted up here, I would look to get short for the retest of VWAP. And then if it wants to keep bouncing, great. I'm looking to get short above VWAP for the retest back into it. That's what I want to do. I get the idea of trying to just short it here, man, but it's looking strong enough to break it here. I'm not really seeing any signs of... It is extended, and we could reject here, and maybe I'm totally wrong, but we're kind of creeping into this level slowly, right? And we're seeing more price acceptance around this area. You know what I mean? Like the 80s have been trading here for a minute. It might be a slow turn and then we reject. It could be that. But I'm gonna wait to see if we get that break and then try to short above it, looking for the retest back into it. So I'll try to do that. You gonna run up some TBT accounts, dude? I got them on the cruise. I got them funded. They're already funded. I'm just flipping because you got to trade them for 5 days, but they're funded 550Ks. So yep, that's the goal. That is the goal. Buy gold. I wouldn't buy gold here. I'm waiting for a short on gold. I don't have a setup at the moment, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. But if we keep waiting, we'll probably, we will get a setup. I don't see it right now. We'll peek at some other markets, but I'm afraid they're probably still ranging, and yes, they are. Still very much ranging. I don't hate that rejection of VWAP, and I thought we could. We could still break above it. We'll see if buyers defend these 80s. Went on a cruise this year, thinking about a resort next. Yeah, I mean, I like the idea of just traveling, going somewhere and not being on a ship the whole time. They're both good. They're both good. What's good, Sala? How's it going? How's it going? I'm surprised nobody's asked me about my Top Step Live account. usually at this point in the stream, I would already been asked about it like 10 times. I'm so surprised. How long are you gonna be on until we take a trade and win it? Damn it, let's go. No, we'll be on at least another hour. Just started, really. Where's the live account? I have it. I'm just so surprised nobody asked. Yo, what's good, Raj? Let's get this break above VWAP so we can get my setup. Come on, gold. All right, anybody just joining in? Really, what I would be looking for here is, once again, this move off this price move off the bottom is getting a little bit extended here. We're seeing some pretty solid acceptance around this level. Like the price action is telling me, okay, we're trading here 15 minutes. The rejection on VWAP's not crazy strong. We're still seeing wicks. I mean, we're kind of holding this level. Look, I just think this is maybe okay. You can short this. I just think it would be such a better setup to see a kind of a fake break above it, then get a retest into it. That's really what I prefer. I don't like to be the first one short. I don't like to be trying to short the first pullback. You know what I mean? We broke structure here to the upside. It's our first real continuation move. I do not like to be the first schmuck trying to sell right the first pullback. Let this thing have a couple extension moves. Let me get in at the top. Let me sell that bad boy. But we need to see a break of VWAP. Anyways, the idea is that we're seeing some solid price acceptance here. I'm not going to try to force my hand at we have to reject VWAP because it's VWAP. I do think we see a little bit of a move through it, and then I think as we get really extended above it, I can short back into it. That's kind of what I'd look for. Maybe look for some of this recent structure to act as resistance, but it'd be a quick scalp, maybe mid 90s back into the mid 80s. 10 points on gold should be pretty solid. Literally just looking for this. I mean, literally. Hold on a second. Literally just looking for this. Break the VWAP. Okay, let me sell here. Retest into it. If it wants to bounce, great, I'll be out at that point. Literally from here, right here to right here. That's all I want. All I want. That'd be a very high probability trade setup for me. Very high. Very high. Imagine gap closed tomorrow. Anything can happen. Anything can happen. The market was very resilient up until this point, and I don't know if what was being priced in was the end of the war. I don't know. I had a hard time believing that that was just simply the end of the war. It depends how the market reacts, though, to kind of the war being back on in a sense, but it showed a lot of resilience there. I don't think we're going to see. I think we could just keep grinding up. I mean, it wasn't a drastic gap down by any means. It was like one day's range, a daily range. Very, very easy to come back from. I mean, that was the pre-market levels there before the session here. Easy stuff. Come on, gold. Let's give me my setup here, please. Yo, what's good, Johnny? Yep, I'm back. Appreciate y'all. Also, we're doing an account giveaway at the end of the stream. Y'all get to 100. Let's get to 150 likes to start. Let's try to hit that 150 likes. Somebody's going to win an Apex account. It could be a 150K. It can be whatever account you'd like. End of day, intraday, 50K, 100K, 150K. Use code BPC on Apex, but we'll do an account giveaway with Apex at the end of the stream. And we are just waiting, being super patient. This is trading for you. You don't gotta like it, you don't gotta love it, but this is what it is. Being super patient, and I could be this patient and take this trade and it just be the quickest loser of my life, but I that's what trading is, man. That's what trading is. Being patient, waiting for your setup, waiting for great setups, which I really enjoy doing, as a matter of fact. I like taking great setups. Not good setups, great setups. That should really be the goal. Strive to take great setups. Win, lose, draw. Appreciate that, gamer. But on a real note, what are we looking at? Is anybody actually trying to look at NQ? Too rangy for my liking. Crude as well. Just way too rangy. Gold is starting to kind of get a little rangy as well, but I still think we have one more push in here for that short setup on a false breakout above VWAP, essentially. I think, look, I mean, you either... just super high probability that we do see some at least hesitation into this level, or rejection, or full sell back into session lows, or sell back into the midpoint of that recent leg down. There's just so much probability that there will be some type of selling reaction here at this level on a break above VWAP if this gets really extended, and it doesn't just grind into this level, but if it kind of starts running a little bit, that would be preferred. for a retest of VWAP. Looking for the breakout above it and a retest into it. Probably run stops above really the gap. Session highs. You use VWAP deviation bands. You could do that. I don't hate doing that. They work. They show you the expected price move, right? They show you the expected price move, and that does work. To gauge expected price moves, I actually use ATR, the ATR indicator. I use ATR multiples. When looking at breakouts and continuations and retracements, I use the ATR multiple. So it's a quick math on that. But I do that when looking for, and it's not really the same context as like using deviation bands to take mean reversion trades in range bound markets. Mine isn't, the ATR multiple strategy isn't necessarily mean reversion all the time, but it's kind of trading based on what is considered an expected move. So, but yeah, deviation bands work. I mean, they're not bad at all. They're not a bad little system. I think using them in the right market environment, like if you identify a range, sure, like throw it on there. Maybe identify the range first, then throw it on there. But yeah, I don't hate that. And in fact, I would really suggest, like, once again, we're talking about good trade setups, then there's great trade setups. Like, if you're going to do that, use the 2-band multiplier. Use the 2 deviation band multiplier. Right? Then you go from taking, a good setup, maybe here, to a great setup, right? The further prices away from the VWAP, the more likely it becomes, unless you just have an insanely strong trendy day, but that doesn't happen often, the more likely it is to pull back into the VWAP. We'll give ATR a look. Yeah, man, check out the ATR. I don't know if you're going to find a lot of videos about people talking about multiples and kind of gauging expected moves on that. I talk about it in my mentorship, but it's just too much to get into right now. But I'm sure there is resources online if you go type in like ATR multiples. Man, this is taking forever to set up. And I don't feel like taking a subpar entry here on this gold trade just because we're like hesitating here a little bit. That's not really giving me more conviction that we're going to reject the VWAP. Just waiting for the better setup. Just take one? No. Not at all. Not at all. Not until my setup shows up, my friends. Not a chance. Not a chance. I took one. Hey, man. I get it. I've been just being so damn patient with my trading, and it's been doing me very well. It's just like that. Trading is probably 95% waiting, 5% executing. That's true. We're also 10 minutes at the top of the hour. Don't love to be in a position right here. 10 minutes to top of the hour. It seems risky. I mean, it was guaranteed volatility, and it's just going to be kind of a coin flip, in my opinion. I guess you could combine a confluence, like a VWAP projection, with the fact that we're about to get some volatility, but I just find them to be, they just rip either direction kind of at random. So I don't really love to be in a position there. But yeah, we are definitely expected to see some movement here in a little bit. Let's see what happens. See what happens. All right, testing these 780s again. Give away the end of stream, Nelson. At the end of the stream. All right, let's see what the top of the hour looks like, man. New here, do you mostly trade gold? I don't trade gold mostly, man. I'm actually, it's a good question. I'm looking kind of at the price action. I'm looking at the ranges that have been set in the session. And kind of NQ is just accepting a range right now. It's very choppy, really undecisive, not directional. So I just kind of prefer gold a little bit here. A little bit more direction, a little bit more short bias as well. Out of the gap, kind of broke the session low, saw some strong movement under that level, kind of maybe a retracement here. Depends what the VWAP looks like. I just think there's going to be more setups given the fact that the range is a little bit wider and we have a little bit more direction on this session so far. So I'm looking at NQ, crude, and gold. Crude and NQ very rangy. So that's why I'm looking at gold. I trade whatever is going to give me a decent opportunity to take a high probability trade. And right now it's going to be gold for me. That could change. That could change depending on what the market structure is telling me. But gold's going to give us some better opportunities here, I believe. Range trading how's range trading worked in this market? As long as you're on the buy side of that range, I guess you're good. All right, 5 minutes, top of the hour. See if we get some volume there. And hopefully gold can make a determination as to whether we want to break the VWAP or reject it. think the hourly on gold will tell us we go up. I'm not exactly sure. I don't know what we're gonna do here. I do know that looking at this right now, we're about to find out in 5 minutes, I guess. So it's kind of pointless, but we're doing well holding these 80s at the moment. Doing well holding these 80s, continuing to contest that VWAP level. We're holding this range right under the VWAP. So it says something to the price acceptance here, right? Like buyers are still willing and motivated to be buying around that level. So typically when you see price push into the VWAP, it then holds near it so well. You know, more often than not, you're going to see at least a bit of a break. So that's kind of what I'm seeing. So just hands on butt right now, but looking for the break through the VWAP. My actual trade setup would be for us to break through VWAP and still to be kind of following the trend on the session, which is down. So look kind of for a false break above that level. As price gets really extended there, look to be shorting somewhere in the 90s for just to move back into VWAP. The simplest trade. It would just be a move back into VWAP. That's all I would look for. I don't ask for the biggest moves in the market, but I look to get in at a level where there's a high probability for a reaction or rejection, or in this case, a retest of the VWAP to the downside. That's all I want. It's a very simple trade idea. Wow, there you go. All right, 3 minutes top of the hour. Gold getting a bit of a break here. Trying to get above VWAP now. All right, so now we can start talking about a potential trade setup here. See what the continuation looks like above 90s here, maybe. Hello, what's up, Gambler? Welcome in. Everybody in chat, man. Y'all remember Gambler won that lucid. He actually won a lucid. I mean, I'm not going to say luck, but like pretty incredible run. He won a lucid crate, right? Which was not, you know, it didn't have to be an account, but he got a lucid crate. Correct me if I'm wrong, Gambler. And he got a 50K pro account out of the crate from a giveaway we did on the stream. Right? Isn't that right? Gambler won a 50K pro account from a lucid case, which is already like, I don't know what the odds are of that. I think most people in those cases just got discounts. But anyways, he won that, and then he got it to it, and then he passed it, and then he got it to a damn payout. That's what I'm talking about. Pretty sick. So the accounts we give away here on the channel can be turned into big money payouts. All right. Are we just rocket shipping? What are we doing here? What are we doing here? All right. Wow. This is about the level I was interested in getting short. Obviously, it goes without saying that the plan kind of changes a little bit when we just break out 15 points in like a minute, right? That kind of goes without saying. Maybe I'm second guessing the trade a little bit, or even if I still want to get short, right? When we see this much volume, there's probably a better chance, you know, yeah, I did like this area originally, but depending how we approach it has a lot to do with my entry. Like, do I still want to get short when we just see a 15-point push with really no selling at all, right? Where'd sellers go? That doesn't mean I won't get into a short. I just think it probably can go a little higher and set us up better for a short position than just trying to immediately sell incredibly strong momentum. That's silly. But I do think maybe it gives us a better setup. Let's see what we can get here. Starting to look interesting now. All right, it's top of the hour. So you get the payout, and he's got pretty much got the balance to keep taking payouts. So just kind of flipping. Nice, dude. Nice. Yeah, I still think I like this gold trade short here. As this gets more and more extended, the more and more I like it. Still seeing some strong momentum, so not crazy to think about jumping in right here. I'm just gonna wait a second here. I mean, it's still on that first minute of the new hourly open. Let's see what this hourly candle looks like. Yeah, might see a little bit of follow through, but definitely still interested in getting short here tonight. Just not going to be the first dummy trying to jump in a short as soon as we see this much strength, but I will definitely be looking for it. New here. Hello. What's up, D8? How's it going? Appreciate you for hanging out with us in the stream. All right, let's see how extended this move gets above the VWAP, but definitely looking to take that short setup for a retest of the VWAP. It is interesting to see though how strong gold's looking compared to everything else. I guess NQ got a little bit of a pop, but gold kind of led it there a little bit. The higher it goes, the better the short setup is. No, as soon as you realize that, right? It's like, damn, let me just wait. The higher it is the higher it goes without pulling back. Of course, unless this is like an outlier. This is pretty impressive volume though. It's pretty impressive for sure. Top of the session highs at 8:15. Wonder if we just get right into that gap, or if we do see some type of hesitation here in the mid 800s. $805s are high. 815, and then we're trading back into the gap above session highs. I'm curious to see. I mean, this is pretty impressive buying. I mean, there's a lot of strength here on the buy side. Really strong buying. That's interesting. I mean, gold is getting a lot of strength right now. Look at this 5-minute candle. Look how strong it is. And this is after your break above VWAP. I'm just interested to. I'm curious to see if we just no problem run back into these highs, or if we see some type of rejection here. Really interesting. Or do we see some type of exhaustion here? But this is really strong. About 5 points to go. let's take a quick little scalp trade on that bad boy. Looking for some exhaustion here. If we just rip from 810s to 815s, we'll chalk it up. But I think it's a pretty good chance that we do see some exhaustion here. Very extended. I would look for like the quickest. By the way, I'm not looking to trade this back into VWAP at this point. Just to kind of form some more structure. Maybe retest the 800s. That key level there at 800s would be good. So a little scalp here as this market just gets a little too extended in my opinion. A little too extended in my opinion. And of course we're coming up to session high resistance, but yeah, I don't even know if we'll get... This is kind of what I would look for. Yeah, like, okay, fill 809, get out at like 802. Like, look for 6 points. But now that we're pulling back, I don't like it as much. I would have liked to get filled first. I mean, it would be just like a quick scalp, yeah. So like that's kind of the idea, like boom, boom. In hindsight, and I'm not trying to sit here and say whatever, hindsight, whatever. It doesn't hold any weight unless I actually take the trade, but just kind of, you know what I mean? Like when you see this much strength and price move this far, this quick, it's just kind of an exhaustion scalp trade, right? Like in there as it approaches resistance, are we really moving from point A to point B with absolutely no pullback, no retracement, no hesitation? Okay, you know, if you think not, I like the probability here of taking an exhaustion trade short, looking for maybe 5-6 points, just kind of a pullback like this. I would probably be out if I did get filled there. I wouldn't even look for VWAP. Maybe you leave a runner on, but that's kind of the idea. And of course we didn't get filled, but that was the thinking on that. And so now that we have seen some sellers step in, right? I don't know if I like it as much if we do get here, because right now, sellers have now stepped in, and if buyers do step back in and reject sellers, okay, then now we've shown, right, that there is you know, enough buyers here to kind of combat that. So it could, right, a higher low here, and then a retest at this level I wouldn't love as much. Would have preferred to just get in kind of the sea of green, look for that quick pullback, get out. Now that we're kind of attempting to build some structure around this level, I don't love it as much. But we'll see. I guess another way to put it is, like, we're looking to short for the first red candle to form after like that really extended move. Essentially is kind of the trade idea. Like, you're looking to short for that first red candle to form after the extended move. Now, after that red candle forms, if buyers still want to, you know, show strength up at this level, then okay, then we can probably continue higher and maybe break structure. But when it gets that extended that fast, there's a good little chance for that quick pullback. Anyways, let's look at NQ. NQ's breaking out a little bit, trading back into the gap. Yo, appreciate that, LG. Appreciate that. Appreciate everybody pulling up, man. I know we've been gone for a week, but hey, appreciate that, everybody. Also, we're doing an account giveaway. Apex account, whatever one you choose. End of day, intraday, 50K, 100K, 150K. Somebody's going to win it into the stream. Let's try to get like 200 likes. That's doable. And we are still waiting for a trade. Still waiting for a trade. Yep. Yep. Yeah, you start to get a little skeptical. It's weird because it kind of seems like gold's leading the push here. Usually you see NQ lead and then gold kind of follows NQ strength because NQ has been the stronger relative market, of course. So you see kind of gold carry a little bit, but it seems like gold's trying to lead a little bit. But if NQ keeps bleeding into the gap, then I kind of want to assume that gold's going to be able to break session highs and then get into its gap as well. But it's definitely looking good. Definitely looking good. No tan after a cruise. I look kind of tan. I was in the casino the whole time. The entire time. That's where I was. We did tan for like one day though. Hey, appreciate that, Jab. Appreciate that. That's the goal. Appreciate that. Love the feedback. Love the feedback. That tells me kind of what the idea is going forward. So I like that. Thank you. All right. Have these highs here at 815. That's kind of the same kind of trade setup I would look for. Like trading it back into the VWAP when price gets really extended from the VWAP. It becomes more likely to trade back into it where buyers and sellers agree, right? Where the most trading activity is happening. Trade back into value. Price extends far away from value, trades back into value, of course. Now, price can get really extended and stay extended for a lot longer than you would want to see a lot of the time. So we use other confluences like market structure and trend strength and things like that to understand kind of the idea behind if price is likely to trade back into the value. Not only if, because most of the time it does trade back into the VWAP. Not only if, but kind of maybe when, right? If it's the right time to do it or if it's not. Because a lot of trading is about timing it too. You not only have to be right about price movement, you also have to be right about timing, right? What's good, Ricky? How's it going? Welcome back. Yeah, I'm just thinking, man. NQ continues grinding into the gap a little bit, kind of developing that trend to the upside, looking nice, looking strong. I'm thinking we carry gold through its session highs and then maybe into the gap as well. But once again, just looking for these markets to get really extended and looking to trade the fade. I'm gonna go to the restroom, guys. I will be right back. I'm fairly confident we'll see it set up in the next 30 minutes, though. So, man, weather the storm. Gotta be patient, though. We'll find something. All right, Chad. Also, did I mention we are funded now with my funded futures? We have a builder account. I actually passed 5 of them, but you can only have one funded at a time, which is fine because inevitably when we blow it, we'll have 4 more ready to go. Hopefully we get to a payout first. But yeah, the builder account with My Funded Futures, y'all can get started with that account for as little as $75, no activation fees. Pass in 1 day. And it's just dirt cheap. It's just dirt cheap. You can get a payout in 2 days once funded. It's just, it's pretty sick. So we've got that account. That's their, that's this $300 balance one. So that's what we're working on. Trying to get that quick and easy payout. Don't hate it. Don't hate it. Pretty sick account. All right. Also trying to get to 200 likes because we're doing an Apex giveaway at the end of the stream. Somebody's going to win one for free. Just being here, hit the like button. Is it a 50K? It is a 50K. Which usually I don't trade them, but I've kind of come to the conclusion that they're not so bad. So now I'm trading the 50Ks. Trading the 50Ks. Gold about to fill the gap. I think we pull into the gap. I don't know if we'll see a gap fill. But as long as NQ keeps catching some buying, I think gold probably just follows a little bit. I mean, maybe we put in a double top. That's possible. That'd be impressive, to say the least. NQ pulling back a little bit. $2,000 max payout on builder though. No, that's true. That's true. I mean, that's normal though for these 50Ks, right around 2, maybe 3,000. So I don't. So I'm not sweating it. It is a solid account though for $75, man. Cannot complain. Okay, so I mean, you're seeing gold stronger than NQ at the moment, which is I'm not gonna say it's interesting. It's just it's not. We haven't seen that usually, but gold is stronger than NQ right now, in my opinion. I mean, gold. I mean, NQ's above session highs, yes, but we have more aggressive reversal off session lows on gold. Would be the argument I would make. Like that recent price move on gold is stronger to the upside than NQ. Although NQ, as far as its position, yes, is above session highs. You're just seeing short term right here, more strength on gold. Is there an activation fee? No, there's no activation fee ever with My Funded Futures, which is pretty awesome. Never an activation fee. End of day drawdown. Once again, $75 for that account is, I mean, that's pretty damn good. I mean, that's pretty affordable. I'm not gonna lie. It's one of those where you're like, oh, damn, that's a good deal. I do wish you could copy trade all 5 of them. I did not know that. I kind of assumed without reading. I should have read, but I assumed you could copy trade all 5 of them funded. So you can't copy trade 5 of them. You can only have 1 funded at a time, which is fine. Would have been nice to have 5, but it's okay. I mean, I suppose I could always go try to pass 4 more accounts, the rapid accounts possibly, and then just keep those other 4 builder accounts. But I do plan on having this builder account for a long time. Like, I'm in it for the long haul. We're trading small. We're trading smart. I'm on day 2 of it. $300 in profit. Not bad. All right. Come on. Let's get a setup here, man. Let's get a setup. $250 away from being funded on a 100K Tradeify. Trying to be super patient. Yeah. That's what it's about. You'd be surprised how much you can slip up right before something good like that, man. Just take it super slow. Maybe, I mean, I could tell you how to trade, but maybe a micro or 2, man. Maybe a micro or 2. Is my funded futures builder a one-time fee? Yep, it's a one-time. Actually, sorry. I don't know. Unfortunately, I don't know. I should know this. I should know this. I'm not sure, to be completely honest. I mean, you can always cancel. I don't know. I don't know. I think it's a one-time fee. I believe it's a one-time fee. Fact check me. Max payout's $2,000. You can get paid in as quick as 2 days on that account, which I'm not in a rush to do. I suppose I could put my foot on the pedal and try to do that, but I'm kind of enjoying just slowly building it. All right, let's see if we can get a break of session highs on gold. Also, anybody new to the stream, man, make sure y'all hit the like button. Definitely hit the like. Hit the like button. Also subscribe. Also subscribe. Can you buy TPT Pro accounts? No. Yeah, you can buy the Pro accounts. No, I mean, sorry, am I misunderstanding? Maybe I'm mismarketing that. What are the evaluation accounts called? Yeah, maybe I'm mismarketing that. No, you can't buy a Pro account, obviously. You can buy the evaluation account. Maybe I need to go refine that text. Yeah, of course you have to. Of course you have to pass the. Chad, I don't know. I guess I just assumed that y'all understood. Yes, you have to pass the evaluation account. We're gonna set up you waiting for you. I'm already in gold. Nice. Love to hear that. I'd be waiting for some type of reversal. Just kind of a fade here. Some type of reversal to the short side, trying to follow the trend. I guess you would call the trend, now that we do break above session highs, up. But yeah, this is getting very extended in my opinion. So I would look for eventually a reversal trade, a little scalp trade. But these price moves are definitely getting extended. So I'm just being patient, waiting for that. Looking to short gold or in Q here. I think it's way too high to get in long. I mean, y'all know that that's not really how I want to try to be trading this. Does that mean I think we're selling off right here, right now? No, I don't see the risk to reward being worth it. Trading this far off of not only session lows but the VWAP, just way too extended. Does that just mean I'm just going to short it? No. You only trade in the evenings. I do only trade in the evenings on YouTube. Hold on a second. Yeah. On YouTube live, I do only trade in the evenings. I have a private mentorship where I trade New York session in the mornings, but here for free, trading live every single night. Every single night. We haven't taken a trade all stream. This is kind of crazy. Oh, it was only been live an hour. I mean, it's good though, right? Like, I'm being selective. I only wanted to short gold. I had an idea of shorting gold here that I didn't take because I noticed that we had a lot of strength on the VWAP breakout, so I was a little hesitant to take it. I didn't take it. And then NQ found some strength, and gold just kind of kept finding buyers closer to this breakout level. So I just haven't taken it, which is good. I mean, we've missed what would have been a losing trade if I just got in because I thought we were going to sell. So it's been good so far being patient. No trade's a trade. Yeah, that's cool, man. I like that 800. Yeah, y'all follow y'all's plan. And listen, whenever I say I'm short, I'm literally looking for like maybe a 5-10 minute trade, like a very quick scalp trade. I'm not looking for a full-on trend reversal. I'm not looking to call a top here in the gap. I'm literally looking for a pullback, right? Price gets really extended. I look for a pullback, take that trade. I'm out, right? Before the market even decides it wants to keep going higher. Because that's important to know too, right? If you're going to take any type of advice or any, once again, not financial advice, entertainment, educational purposes only. But if you are going to kind of be swayed a little bit about what I have to say, just understand like the trades I'm looking for are very short time frame trades. Very short time frame trades. All right, broken session highs. See if we find some buyers off a retest. 815. Keep pushing it. Giveaway. Yep, giveaway tonight. We'll do it in like 30 minutes. Hopefully we can get into a trade before that. Probably a quicker stream tonight. We will be live tomorrow night, but we are doing an Apex giveaway. Appreciate everybody pulling up in numbers and droves. Even though I was gone for a week. That's love. Appreciate that, y'all. 820s here. Gold. So right now, gold is stronger than NQ. Hard to argue the fact that gold is stronger than NQ. All right, let's see what we can do here. All right, where's the gap? Opens here at 848, so we're like 26 points away. Very interesting. All right, I think we're gonna start putting in some sell orders around these 820s. So once again, guys, I'm looking to kind of take this. Yeah, I wouldn't. This thing is, man, is yes, I'm using that as context. We're very extended away from the VWAP. I would never look in this situation to. I mean, I would maybe, but I mean, given how strong this move is, I'm just not super confident in trying to take this all the way back to VWAP. I literally probably here in this situation look for a retest of that prior structure high, so like 815. Very quick scalp, right? And it's kind of the idea is price very extended, high probability of finding some exhaustion here. We're within the gap. I guess we could just rip the gap. So this is kind of the idea, trying to get filled there. Also, once again, just kind of quick thing of what I go in the mentorship. We're looking at from that previous break of structure. This price move is about 5 times the ATR on this continuation move. So that's considered almost extremely extended compared to the average price move. That doesn't mean we have to reject, but it does mean there's a high probability of some type of reaction or short-term rejection around these levels. So this is what I'm looking to do, trying to get filled up there, the high 820s, and I'll rock like a 2 times ATR stop. Or honestly, if we feel that, I wouldn't put it right at the top of the gap, because I mean, if we're going to commit to filling the gap, we're probably just going to fill it. So I'm just going to kind of float a stop right there around the 840s. It's hard here when you're trading in a gap to have a super clear and defined level of like, okay, this is my stop because it's invalid here. It's kind of like you're looking for us not to just sprint through a gap here, which may or may not happen. I don't really think we do, given that we're that extended off of not only session lows, but the VWAP with no real structure beneath us except for kind of maybe this consolidation that we saw, which is 30 minutes ago. So yeah, just really extended price move, looking for the exhaustion play, looking for a bit of a fade back into this prior structure at 815. That's the idea. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Scalpy, scalpy, scalpy. Holy cannoli. All right, we are in. Jeez, gold's a freak, isn't it? Can y'all see okay? All right. If we get filled in hindsight, right? Obviously, I can't read the future. If this gets filled and then we leave a wick in my entry, right, and we reject and say this candle flips red and this is all a wick, meaning buyers got rejected hard here. If that's the case and that's how this 5 minute wants to close, which obviously I don't know if that's going to happen, but if it does, then I'll go break even on that bad boy. I don't see any reason not to, especially when you're kind of trying to fade the highs here a little bit. So let's see what happens. We are short. Kind of looking to trade it back into that recent structure at 815. So let's see what we can do here. I like the fill. I like the high 820s fill. Let's see it. Be very impressed to see this market just rocket ship and literally get, I mean, right, with no pullback from that recent swing low. Like, that would be very impressive to just run the gap. Not that I don't think it's impossible. Anything can happen. It's the market. I just think there's a very high probability setup short around this zone to trade back into that recent structure. I think so. Fairly confident in that. Based on a number of things. It's 5 times an ATR multiple, very extended. There hasn't been a ton of structure supporting it, apart from that recent low, but I mean, that's miles and miles away at this point. VWAP, very extended from the VWAP. So, yep, that's kind of the idea. Let's see what we can do. I tell you what, I like being short here more than I like being short here, or even on the VWAP, right? So let's do it. Give it a wide stop, give it room to breathe. I would be absolutely shell-shocked if this thing just rips the gap and just, I mean, that would be insane. Could happen. Could happen. Fading the trend. Is that not a good short entry if I'm looking for a pullback? Oh, I'm looking to scalp a pullback. So, yeah, fading the trend. I'm looking to scalp a pullback on a market that's very extended. Yeah, I'm fading the trend here. Silly goose. I don't know. What do you think? You think we go green rocket ship to the moon right here? Just because the trend's up? I don't know about that. God bless. Thank you very much. I mean, I could stack it up on a silver platter and tell y'all what the idea is behind the trade and convince y'all that it's good, and y'all will still say that I'm fighting the trade. Yeah, sure. Yeah, I guess I'm fighting the trend. Look at the trend. Look how extended this move is. What do you think the odds are that we see a pullback at this level? Given the fact that it's so extended. Nothing's 100%. I think there's a high probability that I do see some green on this trade, though, in the pullback. We fading. I hope y'all are. I hope y'all fade. Now, I know y'all are trolling, but deadass, like, if y'all think that... And once again, yeah, clean, strong trend, great. Everything pulls back. It doesn't have to. but everything pulls back. I mean, I guess the idea I'm really trying to say is if you try to chase and buy this market this high, that's really not a great strategy. It's really not a great strategy. You think this is not profitable? Oh, okay. I'm not just fading a trend to fade a trend. I'm fading a trend when it's very extended, statistically an extended move using ATR multiples, all right? Compared to the normal and a normal expected move, this is considered almost an extreme move. So to look for a quick short-term scalp trade with a really wide stop is, yeah, that's the idea. So I don't know. I don't know how I'm getting so much backlash on this one. That's surprising to me. I guess everybody just assumes that we just go to the moon without any pullbacks in this market. It's a good trade. I mean, the green on the screen shows me that it's a good. I know it's a good trade. I appreciate that. Not pro. Not a profitable system. Oh goodness. Y'all are silly, man. Most likely pull back to 48.15. Look at the level I've got marked out. That's all I'm looking for. I'm taking a trade at a level that's got a very high probability of having giving a reaction or at least some hesitation or rejection, some attempt for me to go break even. And you know what I mean? So yeah, this is great. I don't know. I don't know. Weird energy here tonight, chat, with the doubting. That's true, Coach Fred. That is the market. That is true. That's true. And once again, guys, I'm not saying this market can't go fill a gap. I'm saying it's very extended short term and likely to pull back based on a number of things, right? That's all I'm looking for, just a quick pullback. Like I said, I'm not looking to target VWAP. I'm not looking to target session lows. I'm not looking to call the top here. I'm looking for a very high probability pullback. That's all. Short term, I mean, I'll be out of this in 10 minutes. Then y'all can have this thing go to Mars for all I care. I don't care what it does after. What's up, BBC? Just bought a new 50K combine, trying a new strat. All right, man. Let me know how that goes. Yeah, crude's still bleeding out a little bit. The rhythm. Who's chasing long gold right here? Oh my god, y'all are insane. Y'all are insane buying this bad boy so high. 10 more likes to, yeah, let's go. Y'all crack me up. Crack me up. No, do your thing, bro. If that's what works. I guess y'all are looking at me like I'm crazy too. I guess we're all looking at each other like we're crazy here. Yo, what's good, Josh Calloway? How's it going? Chilling. Early to shorts. Wow, really? That's an early short, huh? Okay, you're more patient than me. You are more patient than me with your entry. I like that. I can't make a comment about that. Holy crap. Why are these Apex Wait, does Apex have gold blocked still? That is whack. Apex has gold blocked? Because I should be in the gold contracts on these Apex accounts. Yeah, we sell green, buy red. Huh. I guess Apex still has the gold block. How long are we going to keep gold blocked? Like, what are we doing? Fucking block NQ or something at this point. Why is gold still blocked? This is like the most tame market there is right now. Why is gold still blocked? That's brutal. What? Huh. Yeah, this cockpit. This is trade syncer. It's any as long as they're all Tradeovate, you're not gonna have really any issues. I use Tradeovate accounts and I just log in with your credentials and then pick which ones you want to copy trade. I should be in these Apex accounts, but Apex I guess they still have gold blocked, which is just insane to me. Like go block crude or NQ or something at this point. What are we doing with gold? Why is gold blocked? Wasn't that like a year ago that everybody was making all that money with gold? It's forever ago. Huh. Anyways, we're doing an Apex giveaway though. Shout out Apex. I'm surprised you can't trade gold. That's got to be costing them a little bit of business. I'm not gonna lie. There's got to be some exclusive gold traders that would really like to trade that market and are not able to. That's interesting. Blocking ink, yeah, I know. I disagree with that too. I don't really think we should be blocking anything um, outside of like what a brokerage account would restrict you. What I mean, like margin restrictions on a brokerage account. What I mean, you could follow that theme, I guess, but gold should not still be blocked. All right. Well, I like the area we're short, and no, I'm not second guessing it, but we're seeing a little bit more acceptance of this level than I would like to see. Kind of harder rejection, but wide stop. We'll see what happens. Just curious to see if we're going to see that kind of like slow melt up type of price action. But I love this trade. I literally love this trade. Just would have liked to see a better initial reaction off this level. What's good, Kyle? What's up? You fell asleep? Oh, yeah, yeah. I did that too on an account. I made way too much on the eval, not knowing it was... I didn't know it had consistency on an eval, actually. We'll stay true to the stop here. Yo, Jeff, appreciate the follow on YouTube. Everybody, appreciate the follows on YouTube. Also, hit the like button. Doing an account giveaway at the end of the stream. It's nice having a wide stop. It's a nice thing to have. It's a nice thing to have a wide stop. It's a nice thing to have a wide stop in the beginning of the trade and then tightening it as the trade preferably works in your favor. Think it won't fill the whole gap. I don't really care what it does. I'm just looking for a damn pullback. We're like how many points off the lows? How many points from VWAP? It's like the most extended move of all time. Yeah, like 77, 78 points. Really the only structure supporting the move is this level here. Yeah, this is just a little absurd. Not that I don't think we can go fill the gap. Of course, I think we can go fill the gap. I think there's such a high probability for a short-term pullback to maybe retest that recent structure. Maybe it comes all the way down to VWAP. I don't really care. I want the little pullback. That's all I want. Give me that little tail. Give me that little topping. Give me that little pullback, damn it. That's all I want. I do not care. Give me my pullback. Yeah, those deviation bands are solid. They're definitely solid. Good. I mean, how slow is this tonight? This is super slow. Super. All right, guys. After this trade plays out, we'll do the giveaway because I'm getting tired. I want to go eat. Buy high, sell higher. Yeah, I mean, if you're like truly trading momentum, that can work. But do proceed with caution when markets get very extended. Yeah, take it easy, Max. Sweet dreams. Yeah, giveaway the stream. We'll do Apex giveaway, an account giveaway, whatever you would like. End of day, intraday. Although I don't really know why you do intraday. I guess you don't have to deal with the daily loss limit on the intraday. But any account you like, 50K, 100K, 150K, whoever wins gets whatever account they want. We'll do that in just a little while after this trade works out. Not yet, Chad. Not yet. Literally not yet. Y'all are like, y'all are such dreadful. Not yet. All right, man. Come on, gold, damn it. Are we ever going to stop here? I feel like trusting my stop here, actually. We might, there goes new lows on crude. We might have approached slow bleed territory, I guess. Might regret that. I don't, I would much prefer to be short there than here. That's a damn good entry. Well, I thought that these trades were going to be copy traded on my Apex account. I guess Apex still is gold blocked. That is still a little wild to me. Somebody should really bring that. Like, what? Why is it still blocked? Yo, Mike, appreciate the follow on YouTube, Mike. Man, we have the hourly coming to a close here in 5 minutes. I wonder what happens here. It's TP. I don't have a hard TP, but I'm gonna get out around 8:15 here, preferably. Good riddance, bro. This market is just like, what are we doing? Give me a pullback. Let's do something here. Pullback, rally, rip. Just do something. Let's stop staying flat here. NQ's into new highs also. How do you enter giveaway? I'll let you know in about 10 minutes, hopefully. Let's see what this hourly candle does. We just want to get out of this one, man. Stopped to say hi. I appreciate that, Mike. Like to pass the half pass 50K lucid without I thought you were gonna say donating it, detonating it. You got it, bro. You got it. Lock in. Slow it down. Lock it in. I think halfway point to passing is like a great way to shift down a little bit, shift into low gear. Take a couple days to get it other halfway past. I think it's a great time to like slow it down a little bit. Looking good just a little early. I mean, I like the idea behind that clop. Like, shit, I wish I could grab the highs. You can never get the perfect entry, but yeah, I mean, I would have liked to grab the highs. Can't complain. No, I agree though. We traded above my entry for like 15 minutes. Like I could have done better there on an entry, I guess. I could have done like a short entry in 820s, high 820s and then low 830s, try to get filled closer to like 828, 829. That would have been better. When in doubt, Martingale. Tell you what, when I was on the cruise, I was playing some Ultimate Hold'em, and I started Martingale in that bad boy. I started Martingale in it. It worked too. It worked. I would bet small, like minimum bet, and if I lost like 5 hands in a row, or if I didn't get dealt like a good hand for like 4 or 5 hands in a row, I started Martingale in that bad boy. It went okay. I mean, I did like break even. We did break even on it. I'm still learning a lot about how to play Ultimate Hold'em, but I did a lot better than I did last time. Pretty much break even. But I did win some big hands, Martingale. I think I had bet up to like, shit, I guess I was betting 40 ante, 40 blind, 40 trips. Like a $120 bet. And I won with quads, I think. No, it wasn't quads. I think I won with trips on a big bet. On a big bet. All right, there's your new hourly candle. We saw green for a second, but that's in the past now. Yeah, quads would have hit different. That's what I was saying. I don't think I would have made, if I had hit quads, that would have been like a $600 hand or 700, maybe even more. 10 to 1. Yeah, no, I think it was trips. I would have remembered quads. It was trips. What's ATR? It's the average true range, and it measures market volatility by measuring the actual candle's range itself. How far price moved from the lowest to the highest point of that candle. Right? If price is moving less, then the market's less volatile. And if it's moving more, then it's more volatile. So it gives you a great baseline to gauge market volatility And with that, you can kind of understand expected price moves. So this kind of came into play a little bit on this trade here. I use it. I kind of measure from the recent. I mean, you could do it from the recent break of structure, which is a better way to do it, or the recent swing low. But you're measuring a price move, right? This is a price move, and so I'm looking at an ATR of on a 5-minute chart, and it's gonna be different every chart. But it was like 8 at the time. Now it's nice to see that the ATR started to decline, right? We're seeing decreased participation at this level, right? Momentum starting to fade a little bit. Doesn't guarantee that the trade will work, but it's nice to see that. It's nice to see that. You might see that ATR maybe break under 7, right? So momentum fading a little bit here. Where was I though? So yeah, measuring price moves, and if it's, I go a lot more into detail in my mentorship about this, but using just simple math, kind of understanding how far price has moved relative to the ATR can give you a good understanding and idea. And of course, volatility is calculated within all that too, right? So that can give you a good idea of when to maybe try to position yourself in a trade that gets maybe a little too extended. That's kind of the idea on this one. Although the only hiccup in this trade is that, you know, if we don't get this pullback, that's okay. But it could be just the context of this idea. It could just be, yeah, okay, we pull into the gap and maybe we start to see some buying here. Then it's just like a kind of a zombie, right? Like a slow bleed into the top of the gap. That could happen. You understand that price action like that happens sometimes when you see gaps on a Sunday night. If we do break, it could just be a slow bleed into it. That could certainly happen. So I'm thinking about that, but yeah, this trade's taking forever and I'm starving. No real reason to add yet. I don't really see any reason to add. Yeah, I started talking too fast there, Mike. My apologies. The ATR calculates market volatility by measuring the range of a candle, right? If you have larger candles, that's a wider range. That means more market volatility, right? The market's moving further in a shorter period of time. And if you have smaller candles, you have a smaller range. That means the market's probably consolidating, not moving as far, probably have more consolidation type price action or low volume, you know. That's why you see that right now, or low momentum. Right now, the ATR is starting to fade a little bit here. It's decreasing. I go into all that a crap ton more in my mentorship. A crap ton more in my mentorship. Got two, actually have, let's see. Yeah, I have an introduction to VWAP, or sorry, introduction to the ATR. Then I also have an advanced ATR tutorial on my mentorship site, where we go into the everything really about the ATR. All right, so I was kind of looking to get out at 8:15. We'll see what this pullback looks like. All right, guys. Well, while we get this trade starting to see some green now, we're going to let this play out a little bit. And I'll tell you what, I'm going to start to set up the giveaway and get that set up. So don't just go spamming yet. I'm going to start getting it set up. It's going to take a second. Let me do that. Oh, crap. Hold on a sec. You know, they're already spamming. Hold on, hold on. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right. How do we do these giveaways? Every time I do this, I always forget. Okay, it's CloudBot giveaways. We are cooking. All right. All right, guys. Are we ready to go? Hold on, not yet. Kind of doing this a little early. I mean, we still do have a trade on right now, for crying out loud. All right. There we go. Start giveaway. Exclamation mark BPC. Once again, appreciate everybody for hanging out in the streams every single night. Appreciate y'all for pulling up whenever I was gone for a week. I ghosted y'all, but you never left. Hashtag, sorry, exclamation mark BPC. Remember, use code BPC on My Fund of Futures, Take Profit Trader, Lucid, Apex. Those builder accounts on code BPC are just the perfect beginner account, man. Not even the beginner account. It's just I mean, just $75, dirt cheap, super affordable to have, you know, an account that you can take a payout from in 2 days once funded. It's 1 day to pass. 50% consistency in the funded stage. Not bad at all. So, I mean, that's just such a great potential stream of income for $75, man. So, you know, get on that. That's insane. So, all right, let's go. And where's all the haters that said this was a bad trade? I need to see him. I need to see him. I'd love to see us get under 822 here. Exclamation mark BPC. We'll leave that open for like 10, 15 minutes, maybe 10 minutes. Then we'll do the giveaway, then we'll get out of here. It's a start of an early week. And I'm straight busting my butt. I'm gonna work on getting a couple YouTube videos out that are just gonna be really solid YouTube videos. How's the cruise? It was great. Thanks for asking. Thanks for asking. Once again, okay, 130 entries already. Let's go. Exclamation mark BBC to get entered into the giveaway. It's an Apex account. I'm going to go, once again, beg and plead for some more accounts to give away to y'all. But if y'all keep showing up like this, it helps my argument to do giveaways for y'all. Also, use code BPC to support me and the channel. If y'all appreciate what we do here every single night, I do appreciate y'all using my code. I appreciate that. Code BPC. Here we go. Man. I guess let's look for a break of 820s and then kind of try to start getting out of this. Can we get under 820s? That wick might have been the damn bottom. That wick might be the bottom of the night, low-key. We'll find out. Let's go. Appreciate everybody in here, man. Hit the likes. Let's go. Why not? Hit the like for good luck. Maybe you'll win the account. You got to hit the like. If you don't hit the like, you won't be entered in the giveaway. You also have to be subscribed. I did forget to mention those two things. So if you haven't done it, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, then go back and do exclamation mark BPC. I wonder if that was our lows here. I wonder if that was our lows. I'm not gonna lie. Gold's definitely doing well here. I'm not a critic of that fact. I mean, this is a nice solid move. We'll see if we can get under these 20s. Nice wick off of 24. See if we can put in one more kind of extension through these 20s. Look to kind of get out there. Let's see what we can do. Small little light trade to start the week off. I did think that these were going to be on the damn Apex accounts too, which is frustrating. Let's go. Preset likes Tony, Impulse. Appreciate y'all. Yeah, that's solid, LG. Yeah, I like it. Middle of the gap, yep. Midpoint trade. Man, these 20s are being stubborn. All right, we're going to close the entries at 9:15. Let's do 3 minutes. 3 minutes, then we'll close the entries off. Let's try to get to like 175 entries. Let's do it. Let's do it. I don't know. I'm a little conflicted. I want to see these 815s, but we're holding these 820s okay. It's like really just holding to see if we can get that second leg down or if we do bounce here. I guess you don't love to see how slowly it's working, but it's working. It's just like slow grind is like a little bit fresh. Like we keep breaking lows, trading around it for a couple of minutes, breaking lows, trading. It's like, come on. Just give me a little flush. Let me get the heck out of here. Holding it because of the slow grind. Yeah. Yeah. Oftentimes, we're looking for kind of like a cliff dive here. Like you see that slow grind. We just see continued failed holds of the lows. Support doesn't get put in. And then eventually we could sometimes see volume. I understand that too. I like that. I just don't know if we want to start to accept a range here or not. And I am in the green. And I am getting tired and I want to eat dinner. that has something to do with it too. Now let's see if we can break these 20s here. Yeah, let's see if we get some volume here if we can't hold these 20s. And that's trading for you, folks. That is kind of fading an extreme move based on the ATR, based on the fact that we're really extended from the VWAP. That increases it's just like statistically, it just increases the probability that we're going to see a pullback when markets get that stretched out, get that extended, right? Just increases your edge as a trader, increases the probability that there is going to be some hesitation or rejection or some type of move, right? When you're this extended. And maybe it gets bought here and keeps going. I don't care. I just want the damn pullback. You know what I mean? I just want the damn pullback. That's all I want. That's all I want. It's all that I want. Oh shit. I'm just gonna get out. Let's just lock in 120. I like the idea of trying to hold this to 815, but it's a slow bleeder, and I don't hate that. Yeah, decent little trade, whatever. All right, let's do this giveaway. Let's pick 10 winners to do this giveaway. All right, guys, I'm gonna close it up, and I said I would do it. Let's just close it. Let's pick 10 winners and do the duck race. All right. Once again, I appreciate everybody hanging out in the stream. I appreciate the fact that y'all pulled up like this, even though we were gone. All right, entries are now closed. You don't have to bother. Knight, let's go, Knight. Hey, good luck, bro. Knight's been in a couple of these, man. Knight's an OG. He pulls up to the streams. Let's go. He's still going. All right. Johnny bye. Okay, I saw Johnny in there too. Let's go. I'm excited everybody's in here, but I do see some OGs on this list that are long-time supporters. Let's go. Joey Adams. All right. Ryan or Wagner. Let's go. I think we got like 2 more entries. Let's go. Ray. Recognize Ray, I do believe. Ray. All right, that's 10, guys. So what we're going to do is do a duck race. Whoever wins, make sure y'all are in the Discord. Streamlabs should be dropping the Discord link in there every once in a while. So keep an eye out for that Discord link, because whoever wins needs to be in the Discord so they can message me on there. That is the new requirement. Let me set up the duck race. God bless y'all. Appreciate everybody for hanging out with me. We had a green night. Not bad. That was a excruciating slow night, but we got green. We got out. That's what it's about, isn't it? That is what it's about. We were definitely patient. All right, let me get y'all in the duck race here. All right. Ducks are locked and loaded. Y'all ready? Let's go. All right, let's do a 1-minute duck race. Once again, appreciate y'all for hanging out. Appreciate all the likes. We'll be back tomorrow night. Use code BBC. Let's say congrats to the winner. Whoever it's going to be. Come on. Once again, this is for an Apex account of any caliber. It can be end of day, intraday, 50K, 100K, 150K, whatever you want. It's up to you. You're just going to have to let me know. Maybe you prefer the 50K. Maybe you want the 150K. Try to go for the bigger payout. It is a free account after all. Might as well try to press it, right? Might as well try to go for that 150K. So it's whatever you want. End of day, intraday, who cares? Use code BBC on Apex. Let's go. Who do we got? I'm kind of hoping Knight pulls it. Knight's been in here. Who we got? It's pretty... Okay. Who we got? Travion, Knight, Ryan. Somebody's going to take it here. Somebody's going to start sprinting and take it here, I'm sure. Can Knight hold? Oh, God. Can Knight hold? Oh, no. Oh, that is so brutal. I would be flipping my chair over. I would be flipping my chair over. Dude. W's in the chat for Stoli. I do feel bad for Knight. He was in the past 2 duck races. Maybe not 2 consecutive duck races. He's been in the past couple. At least 2 of the past, 5. He's been in there. And he low-key got burnt right there. All right, let's do this. Stoli, are you in the Discord, my friend? Stoli stole it, low-key. That's all good. All right, are you in the Discord? Knight's going to win one eventually. All the OGs, once again, y'all, if y'all keep showing up to the stream every single night, just like we just took that trade based on statistics and probability, right? The more you keep showing up, the more likely it is that you are going to eventually win an account. There's no guarantees, of course, but if you keep hanging out, you know how it works around here. We do these duck races. Yeah, you might eventually win, and I hope you do. All right, so Stoli is in the Discord. Cool, man. So just cool, yeah. So just DM me. It's a simple one with Apex. It's It's simple with them. So just DM me and I'll get you hooked up tonight. I'll get you hooked up tonight. All right, guys. Quick little recap of what the system was tonight. I was looking for gold. So we had the gap. So look, I mean, Sunday open. I know everybody's leaving because they didn't win. Gap down. Then we had another leg down on gold. And so this became instantly the market that I was interested in because it was able to give us some type of follow through. I mean, NQ hit the lows. Then it held a higher. It was kind of rangy for most of the night. So I was looking for gold. Cool, right? So gold made a new low. Then we had an aggressive bounce to VWAP. Started kind of talking about trying to short here. If we didn't just run through the highs. Decided not to. Didn't like the price action I was seeing. That ultimately ended up being a good move. And then I looked for, okay, after we clear these highs, I'm looking for some type of resistance here in the gap. I like what Collective said. He said the midpoint of the gap. I like anybody who kind of had that idea. You know, these midpoints of whatever, gaps, candles, ranges, breakout points, retest, midpoints are pretty effective. So right there, a little midpoint rejection is cool for me. Whatever. I liked how far away we are from that recent swing low and that lower high. Sorry, that higher low. Just was a very extended move. I don't know if a lot of y'all can argue with me. That was a very extended move. And I know it's an extended move because, I mean, I can use my ATR multiple and measure that's over 5 times an expected move or an average move in the market based on the volatility that we're seeing. Now, that doesn't guarantee that we have to reverse, but there's definitely a potential trade back into that, you know, and maybe the recent structure. That's kind of how that played out. So just a little fade there. And I'm not looking to take the reversal trade and expect this market to go all the way back down. I just want a little pullback in that situation. And so it worked out well. Decent $100 on the night. So, all right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. Appreciate y'all. God bless. I will see you in the next one. And we'll check it out. All right, guys. Also, Stole, actually, I didn't mention this. Do take a screenshot of your YouTube username and send that to me. But I got you, brother. All right, guys. God bless. Take it easy. Good night. Hopefully you trade well, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Maybe we'll get some YouTube videos out this week. That's kind of the plan. I want to get at least